The ancient Egyptians survived 7 years of famine. Your pantry runs out in 7 days. They had no grocery stores, no refrigeration, no Amazon Prime, just the Nile, the desert, and 3,000 years of figure it out or die wisdom. And honestly, they knew more about food storage than your grandma, your prepper cousin, and that survivalist YouTuber combined. Here's the 7 foods they stockpiled, and exactly how you're going to copy them without spending a fortune or turning your basement into a tomb. Look, I get it. Food storage sounds boring. It sounds expensive. It sounds like something only doomsday preppers with bunkers and trust issues care about. But here's the thing. The Egyptians weren't preppers. They were farmers, regular people. And they built a system so bulletproof that when famine hit, they didn't just survive. They thrived while neighboring civilizations collapsed. No fancy tech, no freeze-dried astronaut food, just 7 core foods that lasted years, required 0 refrigeration, and could keep an entire family fed through biblical-level disasters. And the best part? You can replicate their entire system for less than 1 month of grocery bills. So let's break it down. Egyptian style with modern costs and 0 BS. Section 1. Wheat and grains. The foundation. Let's start with the obvious, grains, specifically wheat and barley. The Egyptians didn't mess around with variety. They focused on calorie-dense staples that lasted literally forever if stored right. The Egyptian method, they stored grain in massive silos, sealed, dry, cool environments, mud brick granaries with narrow tops to keep out moisture and pests. Some of these silos held enough grain to feed thousands for years. They understood something critical. Grain is basically edible insurance. High calories, cheap, lasts decades if you don't screw it up. Your modern version? Forget the mud bricks. You want food-grade buckets with gamma lids, oxygen absorbers, and a cool, dark space. Here's your shopping list. 50 pounds of hard red wheat, $25 to $30. Lasts 30+ years sealed properly. 50 pounds of white rice, $20 to $25. Last 10 to 30 years sealed. 25 pounds of oats, $15 to $20. Last 30 years. 5-gallon food-grade buckets with lids, $8 each. Get 6. Oxygen absorbers 50 pack, $15. Total for a year's worth of grains for one person, $150 to $175. Your stupid mistake. You're storing this crap in the original bags in your pantry where moisture and bugs are having a field party. Egyptians sealed everything. You need to do the same, or you're just stockpiling future trash. Section 2. Honey. Liquid gold that never dies. The Egyptians worshipped honey. Literally, it was currency, medicine, food, and a preservative all in one. And here's the kicker. Honey is the only food that never spoils. Archaeologists found 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs that was still perfectly edible. The Egyptian method. They stored honey in sealed clay jars and used it for everything. Sweetener, wound dressing, embalming fluid. Yeah, really? They understood that honey's low moisture and high acidity make it bacterially hostile. Nothing grows in honey. It's immortal food. Your modern version. Raw honey, glass jars, done. Seriously, that's it. 5 pounds of raw honey, $30 to $40, stored anywhere, it literally doesn't care about temperature, lasts forever. 5 pounds gives you a year's worth of sweetener, plus medicinal backup for wounds, burns, and sore throats. Your stupid mistake is you're buying processed honey that's basically sugar syrup. Get raw, local honey. It has antibacterial properties and actual nutritional value. The stuff in the bear-shaped bottle is garbage. Section 3. Dried legumes, protein that laughs at time. Egyptians loved their lentils, chickpeas, and fava beans. Why? Because legumes are protein-packed, dirt cheap, and last longer than your average marriage if stored correctly. The Egyptian method. Dried completely, stored in sealed containers. They rotated stock annually, but knew these could last 5 to 10 years easy. Legumes were the poor man's meat, and in famine, everyone was poor. Your modern version. Hit the bulk section or Costco. 25 pounds of dried lentils, $20 to $25. 25 pounds of dried black beans, $20 to $25. 25 pounds of dried chickpeas, $25 to $30. Store in sealed buckets with oxygen absorbers. Shelf life, 10 to 30 years, sealed properly. Cost per year of protein, $70 to $80. Your stupid mistake. You think you need fancy freeze-dried meat at $50 a pound. No. Legumes give you complete protein when paired with grains, which you already have, cost pennies, and your great-great-grandkids could still eat them. Section 4. Dried fish and salt-preserved meat. The Nile gave the Egyptians fish. Salt gave them preservation. They dried fish in the sun, packed it in salt, and had protein for years. The Egyptian method: heavily salted, sun-dried, stored in sealed containers. Salt pulls moisture out, and moisture is what makes food rot. No moisture, no rot. Simple physics that worked 4,000 years ago and works today. Your modern version: unless you're gutting fish in your backyard, respect if you are, here's the practical route. Canned fish, sardines, salmon, tuna, $1 to $3 per can. Buy 100 cans, $150 to $150. Shelf life, 3 to 5 years minimum. Bonus, omega-3s, protein, ready to eat. For meat, canned chicken or beef, $3 to $5 per can. 50 cans, $150 to $250. Spam, don't at me, but it lasts forever. 24-pack is $60. Total protein backup, around $300 to $400. Your stupid mistake: you're ignoring canned fish because, ew, sardines. Grow up. Sardines are nutritional powerhouses and cost less than your daily coffee. Egyptians would slap you. Dried fruits: nature's candy that lasts. Dates were Egyptian gold. Figs, raisins, dried apricots, these weren't just snacks. They were calorie bombs that lasted years and prevented scurvy. The Egyptian method: sun-dried until leathery, stored in sealed jars. The natural sugars preserve them. Dates especially: high-calorie, sweet, last forever, grow in deserts, perfect famine food. Your modern version: 10 pounds of dates, $40 to $50. 10 pounds of raisins, $30 to $40. 5 pounds of dried apricots, $25 to $30. 5 pounds of figs, $30 to $40. Shelf life, 6 to 2 years, longer if vacuum sealed or frozen. Total, around $125 to $160. Your stupid mistake is you're hoarding junk food instead of nutrient-dense dried fruit. Dried fruit has fiber, vitamins, natural sugars for energy. Your Snickers bars will be melted garbage in 6 months. Section 6. Oils. Fat is survival. Egyptians stored olive oil and sesame oil in amphoras, some buried underground to stay cool. Fat is essential. Your body needs it. Your brain needs it. You can't survive on grains alone. The Egyptian method: sealed clay vessels, stored cool and dark. They knew oil could go rancid with heat and light, so they protected it like treasure. Your modern version: olive oil, good quality, $30 for 3 liters, lasts 18 to 24 months sealed. Coconut oil, $20 for 54 ounces, lasts 2 to 3 years. Ghee, or clarified butter, $15 per jar, lasts 1 year, longer refrigerated. Rotate these every year. Don't get fancy, get stable. Total annual fat storage, around $100 to $150. Your stupid mistake: you bought vegetable oil because it's cheap. That's garbage oil full of polyunsaturated fats that go rancid fast. Get stable fats: olive, coconut, ghee. Your ancestors knew this. Section 7. Onions, garlic, and salt. The flavor savers. This sounds stupid, but hear me out. Egyptians stored onions and garlic because they last months without refrigeration and make everything else edible. Salt was so valuable, they paid workers in it. That's where its salary comes from. The Egyptian method: onions and garlic braided and hung in dry, dark spaces. Salt stored in sealed containers. These weren't luxuries, they were essentials. They killed bacteria, added flavor, and made bland grains actually worth eating. Your modern version: 25 pounds of salt, canning or sea salt, $15 to $20. Store onions in mesh bags in cool, dark, dry place, $20 for 50 pounds. Last 2 to 6 months depending on variety. Garlic: buy bulbs, braid them, hang them, $15 for several pounds. Lasts 3 to 6 months. Dehydrated onion or garlic, $30 for bulk quantities, last years. Total, around $80 to $100. Your stupid mistake is you think spices and aromatics are optional. They're not. When you're eating rice and beans for the 3rd month straight, the difference between "I can do this" and "I want to die" is whether you have salt, onion, and garlic. The math. Feeding a family for a year. Let's add it up. For one person for 1 year. 1. Grains, $150 to $175. 2. Honey, $30 to $40. 3. Legumes, $70 to $80. 4. Preserved protein, fish, meat, $300 to $400. 5. Dried fruits, $125 to $160. 6. Oils, $100 to $150. 7. Salt and aromatics, $80 to $100. Total,
around $855 to $1,105 per person per year. For a family of 4, $3,400 to $4,400. That's $283 to $367 per month for your entire family. You're probably spending that on groceries in 1 week right now. But here's the Egyptian genius. This isn't just emergency food. This is rotating stock. You eat it, you replace it. It's your baseline. The Egyptians didn't store food and forget about it. They used their storage and kept it fresh. You do the same. 7 years of famine? You'd need to multiply this by 7. For a family of 4, that's about $24,000 to $31,000 for 7 years of food security. Sounds like a lot? The Egyptians built empires on this system. You're just trying to make it through a recession. Here's the brutal truth. The Egyptians prepared because they had no choice. The Nile flooded, or it didn't. Crops grew, or they didn't. There was no grocery store safety net, no government bailout, no Uber Eats coming to save them. You have every advantage they didn't. You have access to bulk food, online ordering, modern storage tech. And yet most of you have 7 days of food in your house. Maybe. The Egyptians would be horrified. So here's your homework. Pick 3 of these 7 foods and buy them this week. Just 3. Start building your system, because when things go sideways, and historically they always do, you want to be the person who's prepared, not the person begging your neighbors for rice. The Egyptians survived 7 years of famine with Bronze Age technology. You can survive whatever's coming with a Costco membership and a plan. Now go build your pantry like your ancestors depended on it, because one day you might.